Hello there, world of tankers. Welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Droodles Blitz, and in today's video, I'll be playing in the Tier 8 Swedish Tech Tree Heavy, the EMIL 1. I get questions all the time. Droodles, what is the best Tier 8 in the game? What's the most overpowered Tier 8? And honestly, I still think the EMIL 1 is easily in that upper list of vehicles. Yeah, there's a lot of collectors which are pretty OP, the T-77, the Bisante, I could obviously name the Grom. There's a lot of vehicles, but the EMIL 1 has always been an incredibly powerful tank. It has a 3-shell, 320 alpha gun, which is able to kind of ruin a lot of people's days. And when you pair that with the fact that it also has super speed boost, allowing it to achieve at least a decent rate of mobility, 10 degrees of gun depression, incredibly good turret armor, a tiny profile, and surprisingly good upper plate armor, yeah, the EMIL is definitely one of the more dangerous tanks. Plus, its legendary camo, the Lookout, honestly looks incredible. This is one of the nicest legendary camos in the game. I don't know why Wargaming gives the best legendary camos to the lower tiers, but I'm not going to complain because I get to drive it with my EMIL. So, what do we have going on? We got the enemy Caliban in front of me, aiming. Boom. There you go. Horrible roll, but at least we penned the shot, so that's not the worst. And let's see, we got the Caliban. There you go. Nice 320. And I'm not able to hit him anymore, but that's fine. We'll just reload. I guess I could have hit the T-28, but doesn't really matter too much. Now, the EMIL actually has pretty good DPM. A lot of people don't know that, unlike my Prowler, who's really struggling. But yeah, the EMIL actually does have decent DPM. The problem with it is that, obviously, with a 960 clip, you're going to have quite the long reload, and it's exactly what we have right here. So we're going to move up. We're going to get 1 shell into the enemy blaze, and 2 shells into the blaze, and then we have the 047, which we also get a shell into. I really don't think this 047 is going to do a whole lot to me. We're already up to 1200, and now we sit here again. Oh, okay. There's a defender on my rear. Really? Really? Well, there's literally nothing I can do about it. The only play I can make is reloading, but that's not going to help me too much, is it? No, this game is 100% cooked at this point. We got 1 shell into the T-28. Okay, thank you, RNG. Let's try that again. Aiming. Alright, nice. But, still have the defender on my rear. Thankfully, our team has at least pushed up a little bit. I don't care about this Tiger. I really don't. It won't pen me. Like, that Tiger will not pen me. T-28 might, but the Tiger won't, so I'm not really worried about that player. I just need to reload for 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Boom, there you go. Nice shell into you. We have the T-28 over here, which we get a 340 damage shot into, and boom, there you go. T-28's gone. We're up to 2,800 damage, and we reload again. The good news is that I'm still alive, and I still have basically full health. The bad news is my AT-15 is garbage. My 122 TM doesn't appear to be a whole lot better, so it's not going great for our team. I still have to wait 5 more seconds as well to get my shells, which is a substantial amount of time, to say not the least. But there is 1 shell into the enemy Caliban, and there is 2 shells into the Caliban. He misses. Am I surprised? No. And the Caliban is out of the game. So that brings me to a rather interesting predicament. We have the IS-2 behind me, and we have the Defender Mark 1 in front of me. I'm going to push the Defender and hopefully be able to take that player out of the game. I'm going to go wide over here, where hopefully the IS-2 won't be able to detect me. We have to take that IS out of the game first. I'm going to take a shot. I don't really care. I just need to take this defender out. So we're going to push him, and come on, keep going. Boom, there's 1 shell for 319, 2 shells for 303, and boom, that player is out of the game. We now use my repair kit. That's pretty good. We've taken the defender out. That was the player we needed to rush. We're up to 4,400 damage, and now we reload for another 12 seconds. This vehicle does, again, have a very long reload, but it's understandable when you realize the level of damage this thing is outputting. So we need to reload for just a few more seconds. 3, 2, 1. I don't... What? Where did the eye... He must have gone wide and around, but why? Why would you do that? Interesting. There he is. And there's... Okay. A bounce. Alright, game. I need to push this IS-2, because if I don't, we're going to lose the game. on base cap, which is not what I would like, so I'm just going to push him at this point. We need to pen one of my shells. There you go. Nice. There's one. There's two. And now I have to reload for 20 seconds and hope that my reload is shorter than the base cap going up, because apart from that, there's not much I can do. But it should be. They've just gotten the 900. I only have to reload for 10 more seconds, and then we should be totally fine. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and there's one shell into the IS-2, and 2 shells, and there you go. That is the EMIL, ladies and gentlemen. 5 kills, 5,500 damage, and a pretty crazy victory. Yeah, there you go. I mean, what else am I supposed to say? This tank is an absolute beast. We got a 1 versus 3, we got a Radley Walters, we got an ace, which means we earned a whopping 235,000 credits in a tech tree vehicle. The thing's it's a beast. It's an absolute beast. There's a lot of people that are like, oh, the EMIL 1 was nerfed. No, it's most definitely not been nerfed. And as I mentioned, the DPM isn't all that bad. Even running calibrated shells, you're still over 2,000 DPM, which places you just about in the middle of all the tier 8 heavies. So, while the reload does seem very long at 22 seconds, at the end of the day, it's really not that bad, because the level of damage you're dealing is almost 1,000 per clip. Once again, autoloaders just seem to get away with whatever they want, and this autoloader in particular is quite the crazy one. As I mentioned, the upper plate, pretty strong. On flat ground, it's upwards of 230. Running enhanced armor, it's upwards of 245. The turret is 250, and the edges are 250 as well. This is 250, so if you're loading like premium rounds at 250 pen, you're literally not cutting through. And let's say you even have a tier 10. This is 320 mils of pen, and you're using the 10 degrees of gun depression, then this thing, yeah, like, this turret hull down is over 300 mils thick against heat shells. Like, it's legitimately no joke. This is what it looks like for tanks aiming at me, and like, this is 250 mils of AP. So, no standard rounds from tier 8 are cutting through a hull down EMIL. Even on flat ground, they're going to struggle to pen you. Pair that with the gun and everything else, and yeah, I legitimately believe that the EMIL 1 is one of the craziest tanks in the game. Why get the Type 63 when you can have an EMIL 1? And, you know, a lot of people always want to know what the difference between the EMIL 1 and the EMIL 1951 is, and the big difference is the turret armor. The EMIL 1951 has way better pen. Its standard penetration is 248, which is the same as the premium pen on the EMIL, and the gold pen is way better. But the downside is that instead of having about 250 mils of turret armor, you have about 220. That is a substantial nerf. Like, sure, when you're using gun depression, still pretty strong at, let's see, like 280, but it's still about 30 millimeters less than the turret armor that you'd be looking at on the EMIL 1. So, if you ask me, I do think the EMIL 1 is still better than the 1951. I do like the 1951 more. It's more mobile, the gun's better, but the EMIL 1 is still a better tank because of that armor. So, let me know in the comments what you guys think. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video, and apart from that, I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.